Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Vedak Farms Academy. My name is Kennedy, a Ghanaian poultry farmer and also a US Navy veteran. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone and appreciate your support and encouragement and how we are building the family. Thank you so much. Currently, we have about 50,000 capacity beds thereabouts, and it's all by the doings of God. So let's continue. So we are always here to encourage you, motivate you to own your own business. That is the three things that I always want to tell you. So anything that we can do to help you, why not? We can try our best to help you. So today we want to talk about a topic that I always think is very necessary to talk about. That is how to transport day-old chicks to our farms. How you can transport day-old chicks from either the airport, either from where you bought the day-old chicks to your farms. Because one thing that we have noticed, people come for day-old chicks, and before they get to their own farms or before they get to the farm to bring out the best, most of them are dead. Most of them don't end up being alive and they lose their life. And some of us who mostly love chicken, at times it's very helpful when you see like baby chicks. Even at times you are not able to help it. At times it's very worrying. I said the business aspect, because some of us are mostly passionate about farming. So how do we transport birds to a poultry farm? Let me start by saying this. In poultry business, you have to treat birds as human beings. I'm not saying birds are human beings, people. I'm saying treat them as birds, as human beings. Why am I saying that? Because they respond to nature mostly as how human beings respond. I'll come to the topic and discuss more with that. But I want you to understand so that this also can help your production. If birds have too much heat, it's going to decrease production. It can cause diseases. They can die out of it. If you feed birds and you don't give them the feed at the same time that they eat every day, it's going to decrease your production too. If you are giving them water that you think you cannot drink, if it's so hot, it's going to affect them. If it's too cold, it's going to affect them. If they are experiencing a weather that you human beings are not able to cope, it's going to affect them. That's why I say treat them as human beings. So now let's come to the topic that we are going to discuss: how to transport the old chicks. So the birds that we buy, nobody we say the birds or the chicks that we buy, they are day old. When we mean about day old is that the very day the birds are incubated or they are being hatched, we transport them right away into the farm. The maximum period that they can go up to is maybe not up to 48 hours. They should be from that time 24 hours all the way to like 36 hours. They should be in their farm, or they should be getting good weather or atmosphere before that they can sustain to that 48 hours thereabout. So now, why do people mostly lose birds? That's what I'm coming to discuss with you when they are transporting them to their farms. One, if you are taking birds, or if you bought a bird, or if you are buying birds from anyone, or if you are deciding to buy birds from anyone, and you're going to transport that birds to your farm, especially the new beginners, don't go hire a taxi driver. Let's say you are buying 1,000 birds. Don't go and hire a taxi driver. Sack the birds in it and close all the doors and transport them. By the time you get there, you bought 1,000 birds, but you're gonna get 200 birds. Why? Because they need ventilation. Number one, birds need ventilation. So if you are transporting birds from either the airport or the source that you bought them, provide them with good ventilation. When I mean about good ventilation, it's not also maybe having the birds, putting them in a car, opening all the windows, and the air will be blowing. No, you're gonna kill them. The condition that is normal as you human being, if you are sitting in a car and you think you are not sweating, that you need for them. That 32 degrees, 30 to 32, that's what you need for them. Very nice, conducive atmosphere. So if you feel it's hot in the car, that means it's hot for the birds too. because they are also even in the bus. So by the time you feel it's hot, that means they are already hot in the bus. And mostly these birds come in 90 in the bus, 88, 90 thereabout. So when you put them in a car, make sure the roofers or the windows are open to the time that they can have air in the car, but not like blowing wind in the car. No. So make sure they have too much air coming into the car. That's one. The second point is make space for the bed. Don't stack them. Put them at times. We put them some in the car, stack some of them in there. If it's a taxi driver or either, no matter the car, stack them up there. No. I know a friend who went for the old chicks, packed them in a container car, and by the time he get to this place, he's a distributor. About more than 5,000 of the best gone. He called the company, they're not going to do that. The mother company, the company that you bought from, they're not going to do that. But when they come and at the airport, the bears have died, or most of the bears have died, then you can report to them and they're going to replace it for you. So mostly who buy bears from me, if at the airport I see you've lost some bears, 100%, we will replace it for you. But when you take the bears to your farm, and at the end of the day, stories about the bears and they are that. Mostly people that we transfer bears to, they can really testify. You have been here and you bought bears from me, you can testify. We at times replace for them, but some of them have had only 2 incidents. That's why I say I'm not always going to sugarcoat from you. That they went to their farm and the incidents happened. I've fought with the company to give the bears to them, but it never happened because it's in the farm and all the things that happen in the farm, I don't have control about it. But if the airport or anything, at times I try to fight. And mostly I've replaced bears for so many people that they can really testify. Even at times 100 bears, I fight for it and give it to them. And thanks to my company in Belgium, you are doing a good job, Mr. Ken. I really appreciate Mr. Ken. I really appreciate your effort helping us. My surprise is called Ken, so it's a very good thing. So the next point, don't stack them. The first one, good ventilation. No stacking because you think, let me take a smaller car and everything can put in it. No. The third one, when you send the bears to the farm, don't leave them there. If even it's at the middle of the night, take the bears out and spread them. Don't leave the bears in there because you think it's middle of the night, I can't do that job. No, because they have been stressed the whole of the day. And now they are in your farm. You can even leave the boxes over there, spread it around, and let them be in the box. That's all right. But even I don't encourage that. But don't stack the boxes and leave them there. And especially, do you know the bears that die when you are transporting them? The white bears. Yeah, they are the expensive ones, and they die a lot because they are not so tough as compared to the brown ones. So people, these are some of the things when you transport bears, you have to be careful with that. Air, very good ventilation. 2, space, make a space for them, or spaces, create a very spacious environment, condition for them. And third one, when you get to the farm, make sure you don't leave them there. And let me add this one, mostly the drivers, when they are going, our road is not good. The road is not good, but be very careful by the shaking. And when you're arranging them in the car, make sure you arrange them very well. More of them are boxes. Some of us produce the paper one, others produce the plastic one. You can still arrange them. Don't let scatter them and they'll be shaking and moving because of the speed of the driver and the road. Stack them very well and let the ventilation take its place. And by the time you get to your farm, because I have one customer by Nanao say, I greet you are in New York. Congratulations. He mostly buy best from me all the way to Tamale. And there's not a time that he has even complained that, can I have this 1,000, 2,000 bears that have died? No. Or these bears? No. I take bears from airport all the way to BA, Drobo. But recently I brought 15,000 bears in. And we have less than 10 bears who have died. That's how, when you know the right thing to do. If you need more help, contact us and we are really willing to help you. This always Bedak Farms, and my name is still Kennedy, and I'm always willing to help you. So we meet next time. I say chase your dreams and money will follow you. Peace. Shalom.